Hi guys, it's Risa. Welcome to my channel, Risa's Recipes. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're staying focused on your journey, whatever it is. Of course, I do WW, and now I've started intermittent fasting. I just want to say that I am not an expert, but I definitely have lots of experience. With intermittent fasting, however, I am learning lots of new things, and people are asking me all kinds of questions. What to eat, what not to eat, how long should you fast, what should you eat on your fast, how can it benefit you, why are you doing this? Some people think I'm crazy. Well, I'm here to say that I'm not crazy, that millions of people have been doing this, and for many, many years. I'm just, of course, outside. You might hear cars and helicopters and airplanes because I like to go walking. One of the things that you can do is definitely exercise while intermittent fasting, but I'll get to that. I'd like to just start by telling you why I started. And your why will be different, of course. But for me, I was on, and I still am, on WW, otherwise known as Weight Watchers, but now known as Wellness That Works. They changed the name after all these years. I'll still refer to it as Weight Watchers probably, or just WW. So I was maintaining, I lost, for those of you who don't know, I had lost 60 pounds on my own and 60 more with WW. Over several years with my weight loss journey for myself, losing weight. And then with Weight Watchers, I've been maintaining. I started 7 years ago, and then I lost the 60 pounds in just over a year or so. And I maintained it all these years. In the past year, I was having a lot of stress in my life and, changes at work, changes in my family. My mother got sick, my sister got sick, a friend of mine, a very close friend, passed away. Another friend ended up having breast cancer. And also, I just started to feel very depressed, tired, unmotivated. Sound familiar? And I would gain some weight, then I'd lose some weight. Then I'd gain some weight and I'd lose some weight. And I couldn't seem to get past the part of the gaining. It just kept coming on. And I'd go to WW and I'd weigh in. And the person who I always go to, we'd look at each other because I'd say I'm not doing really, I would try to do some things differently, of course, because I always do say to shake things up. But I just couldn't understand. The other thing too is that I've been in menopause. I'm over 50. I know I don't look it. But it's true. I'm proud of my age, guys. You got to be proud of your age. Some people don't like to tell their age, but I don't mind. Anyways, so age plays a factor, of course, when you're trying to lose weight or maintain. And especially if you're of your journey, the last 10 pounds, it's always significantly harder to lose weight. Now, I'm talking about losing weight, but intermittent fasting can be for weight loss. It can be for maintenance, and it becomes a lifestyle. It is not a diet. Let me repeat, it is not a diet, but I'll get to that very soon. So when I heard about it, I thought, again, like everything else, I like to try different things and see if this is something that can become a lifestyle for me. Can I maintain this or sustain this and want to keep doing it? Is it easy? I'm going to say nothing that is worth your health is always easy, but it is beneficial and helpful and important for your health journey. And it takes time, like anything, any kind of new habit, new goal. It takes time to learn how to strategize and be able to keep up with this whole system. Okay, so, for some people, it's not what they're expecting. And again, it's not for everyone. Some people that are on medication, have health issues, this may not be for you. You have to talk to your doctor. But it does take a few weeks. Just like I said, any goal. You have to work it and see if it works for you. Just like any program, some people are on keto, some people on WW. There's Dr. Bernstein, there's Nutrisystem, there's so many different programs out there. But as I mentioned, this is not about a diet. It can help with weight loss for sure, and there's a lot of different benefits, and I'll talk about that. So I'm walking, so I'm sorry, I'm apologizing. My hand gets sore, so I have to change, and it is super sunny outside. It's a beautiful day. I live in Toronto, and finally we have some good weather. So I was at my first WW meeting when I first started this whole change, this intermittent fasting. And when I first started and I got weighed in, I was really excited because I lost 5 pounds. I haven't lost 5 pounds ever. And, I was very excited. And then this other lady in our group, she is at the beginning of her health journey. So she weighs more. And she told all of us, she shared that she lost 22 pounds in I think about 4 or 5 weeks. Now, I'm not saying losing weight fast is a really good thing. It is motivating, of course. I always say slow and steady wins the race. But when you have a lot of weight to lose, a lot of times at the beginning you will lose faster and it will slow down. You will start to plateau sometimes. You have to work through the plateau, and then you sometimes maintain for a while, and that's okay. Your body has to get used to the weight loss. So let's get on to the benefits, of intermittent fasting. So I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you from what I've learned that it gives you a lot more energy, which is something I needed. I was coming to work, and instead of going for my walks, I was taking a nap sometimes. So it gives you a lot of energy. It boosts your energy. It makes you clearer mentally. So your thinking process is better. Okay, it does help with weight loss because you're eating less calories. So that's a benefit. You do lose weight. However, you have to watch what you eat, and I'm going to talk about that. It can prevent cancer. It does promote longevity. Okay. for your overall health. And people have been doing this for centuries, for like years and years, people. This is not a new thing. And there's lots of different ways to do it as well, okay? There are different windows. And I've picked the 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating window. And you can pick which time you want. If you're an early morning person and you like to stop eating early as well, you might pick the 9 to 5 window, or the 10 to 6, or the 11 to 7. And I like eating a bit later because my lunch hour starts at work at 12:30. So I pick 12:30 to 8:30. A lot of times I go out after work to do grocery shopping or to visit people. So for me, I have time to get home, make dinner, unless I have leftovers, which I love. And I get in my meals. Now there's other fasting that you can do. Okay, so if you want to fast for 18 hours, 20 hours, the longest you should fast is 24 hours because it's not healthy for your body and you're not going to gain anything from that. It's not beneficial. During that fast, the longer you fast, the more fat you are burning. And, another thing that was happening to me was I felt, uncomfortable. When I started putting on some weight over the winter, when I was sitting, I didn't feel good. I could feel it in my stomach. And intermittent fasting has definitely helped me. I bought a belt. Just going to share a little story. I bought this belt. I went into this store, this secondhand store with my daughter. I was looking for some toys for my students, and I saw these belts. And it was tight, I'm not going to lie. And I thought, well, they're only a couple of dollars, and I'm going to get into that belt. So that was my motivation. And I put it on yesterday. I got onto the 4th notch out of 5. That felt comfortable. So I know I've lost a lot of inches. Definitely, if you do this, it's beneficial to measure yourself, people. I wish I had measured myself, but it's okay. The belt has shown me that I've lost inches. So, you can do the different hours that I mentioned. You can pick the window that's good for you. Everything that you do for yourself, you have to be able to maintain it. And it becomes a lifestyle. Again, it takes time to adjust and get used to this new way. But, I find that I have just embraced it and I really like it. I'm also a night eater. And I've used the word nasher. And in Jewish, that means I'm a snacker, people. And at nighttime, I didn't want to be told when to stop eating. People would say, oh, you've done so well on WW. Why do you need to do intermittent fasting? Well, I kind of needed that push and motivation, but also to sort of set some boundaries for myself. To say, you know what, Risa? You don't need to eat after a certain time. You don't need those extra calories. You don't need those extra snacks. Your body's had enough fuel for the day. And again, I go by the 80-20 rule. So what's that? It's about 80% staying focused and having those snacks or treats, not cheats, treats, you know. I don't like the word cheat. We're not cheating on anybody. We're having things because that's life. We still want to have things that we love and enjoy, right? Or else that's how you veer. That's how you go right off track. You do still have to be careful with your veering because it can snowball and escalate, and we don't want that to happen either. So, you know, sometimes people do the 80-20 during the week. And, you know, I like to do it on the weekend. So, you know, during the week, I really stay focused. I'm not saying I don't still have a little treat here and there. But on the weekend, after I get weighed in, I know that I can have my meal, a special meal, a special treat. If you go on vacation, if it's your birthday, a celebration, the great thing is you can get right back on track the next day. Like anything else, it's not going to make a difference. In fact, it helps to shake things up. And sometimes people do intermittent fasting every other day. Okay, I'm doing it during the week, and then on weekends, I'm breaking it. Some people do a couple of days and then they break it in the middle of the week. So you have to find what works for you. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning, but these are the things that I've learned. So what can you eat while you're fasting? And the answer is, dun, da, 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 nothing. No food can pass these lips. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Zero. Did I say zero? Zero, people. You can have water, carbonated water. You can add some Himalayan sea salt, which will help with your electrolytes. And you can put that in your black coffee. No milk, no cream. They have said a little bit of stevia if you want, but I don't put any kind of sweeteners or sugar. Okay, and you can have some herbal tea, mint tea, green tea, black tea, no fruit teas. So there are some gray areas. Okay, so again, there's a clean fast, and then some people call it a dirty fast where, you know, there's that gray area. Okay, so I know for one of my friends, she likes putting lemon in her water, and, you know, she hasn't seen any other like changes, or having those flavored carbonated drinks that have no sugar. So, you know, again, depending on what you're or why you're doing this, if it's for losing weight, you might be a little bit more careful. And then once you're at your goal and you want to try to have other things in it and experiment, that's up to you. But during that time, no food. Of course, you can have vitamins. There might be certain vitamins you can't have. Again, you can find out more by reading different books. I told you I'm not a doctor. I don't know everything about it. This is just what I've learned, all right? Because so many people are saying, Risa, how did you do this? What are you doing? What are you having? So I thought instead of writing it every second, I can do this video and explain. So what about people that say, okay, I'm doing this, but I'm not losing any weight? Well, my friends, you still have to watch what you eat, okay? Yes, it's a shorter period of time that you're eating, which means you're not having as much calories. And during the fasting time, and the longer you the longer you fast, the more fat you're going to burn. So some people, I do WW. Some people like keto. And even with WW for myself, I have to be careful about carbs. So I have a lower carb. If you're eating high fats, sugars, high sodium, okay, high calories, you're going to gain. You're not going to lose. You're eating chocolate bars during your eating window and donuts and cake and all of that. I'm not saying you can't have a little piece or something. What I'm saying is when you eat clean, high proteins, good proteins, and that can be anything, fish, chicken, lean beef, beans, all right? And I have lots of recipes. So of course, I'm going to tell you to look them up, and lots more to come, lots of ideas. So I was thinking of turning back this way. It's very, very sunny here. So I hope you can see me. Anyways, I think I'm going to go back this way because it's less sunny. Fruits, vegetables, of course. And with the water intake, that helps. So just be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. Again, it's a shorter period of time. And, people break fast, not breakfast. You're breaking your fast. So it is called breakfast, but when you break your fast, and some people like green smoothies, some people have peanut butter, some people have eggs, some people have whatever. So whenever you're eating, or whatever you're eating, you'll see what works for you. Some people break it with a salad. When I break it, it's my lunchtime. Some people say to have something small first, wait a half an hour, and then eat. Again, I don't necessarily have the time to do that. So there's different methods to breaking your fast. But while you are eating, again, just be mindful, okay? Some people are on the OMAD, 1 meal a day. I'm not doing that. I work, I get grumpy, so I need to eat, okay? Can you exercise? Of course you can exercise. And if you'd rather exercise during your time that you're eating and that helps you, then do that. But you have to see how you feel. This is all what you can do and what you can sustain, okay? So I hope this video was helpful with some of the things that I do, all right? And I can't wait to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe. Ring the bell so you get all my videos by email. Share, tell other people, for more motivation and support. My Facebook group, Weight Watcher Tips and Recipes by Risa. I've started an intermittent fasting group called Intermittent Fasting for Everyone. And Risa's Piece 8 on Instagram. My website, www.risaweiner.com. I'm on all kinds of social media. So you can run, but you can't. I can't hide. Or I can run, but I can't hide. It's early in the morning, people. What can I say? So bye for now. Again, happy fasting. If you are doing this, good luck. Let me know how it's going, okay? Take care. Take your measurements. Weigh yourself. Track, drink lots and lots of water, stay hydrated, okay? It's very, very important. And don't forget to add some salt, some Himalayan pink salt. You can get that everywhere. Really helps, all right? And check in with your doctor if you're unsure of anything. Mwah. Bye for now.